Hello guys, good afternoon to all. Can you hear me? Right, if you can hear me, I would appreciate it if you could give a like or just let me know that you can hear me. I'm again streaming using the StreamYard app, which is on, which is makes it even easier to do it using Facebook, right? So if you can hear me, just give a like or and also for those of you who joined, help me to share this video so that more people can benefit from this session. Or my good friend from US, Mr. Vincent, thank you so much for the feedback. Right. Okay, so today the session is going to be more interactive or more important because all these days you've been listening me talking about why I choose gold as part of my financial portfolio and what makes gold so great. All right. And so here I'm going to share with you some criteria that all of us can consider before choosing any company or platform out there to diversify your savings using gold. And if you realize, just few days back, I have shared a link on the Facebook page about our our Bank Negara, which is our Malaysia's central bank. The governor of the central bank made an announcement that for second quarter of 2021, the inflation rate is going to spike to 5% and above. So of course, it's just a statement, and then for a common person like this, we may think it's just some news that we can just ignore. Okay, but then this is where I feel that we are lacking this awareness. I wish at schools we are being taught on how the inflation affects our savings, how inflation affects the way we spend our money, and also how inflation affects the way we invest. Right? So here, when inflation rate has gone up to 5%, it means that the savings that we have, right, all the cash that we work so hard, we save little by little in the bank, the value of this cash is going to deteriorate, is going to go down, right? In other words, when you want to buy grocery items, when the inflation rate has gone up, you are going to spend more money now. Similarly, when you want to spend money to buy property, for example, the property price will also shoot up simply because of this inflation. Okay, and this is also another reason why I strongly believe that gold can also be affected because of this inflation, whereby when inflation happens, the price of gold will also shoot up. Okay, so now we know that the value of our savings will go down, and we also know that the value of gold will go up. And here, can we bring these two factors together? We just bring these two factors together using this platform. And this is what I've been spending time telling, educating, creating awareness on daily basis so that you are aware of all this. Okay, and okay, let me just go to my slide today so that so now you know that we need to diversify our savings and using an asset, and the asset that appreciate over time, not any asset but asset that appreciate over time. And here, using public gold, I'm proposing gold basically. Okay, I'm just talking because gold, if you think about it, right, is one of the most boring asset in the world. Okay, so when I say I invest in gold, it's just plain gold. There is no like hidden formula, there is no like cryptic messages that I'm trying to hide in between, right? So it's real gold. Okay, and I understand there are so many people out there who are still skeptical. Okay, they are thinking, oh Naresh, is it really true, is it really genuine? How if you run away with my money? Of course, I know you guys won't think like that, but I'm just giving you the thought. Okay, because when I first started this also, I have these thoughts. Okay, so those thoughts are perfectly fine. And that is where my role comes in, where I want to tell you guys that these are the things that I saw in public gold. And again, don't just take my word for it. do your own due diligence. You also do some search, find more information so that you are more convinced. Okay, because according to my mentor, my gold mentor, okay, my gold mentor is none other Tuan Zul. If you can see the book at my right side, the picture, the person on the cover, right? Okay, yeah, this is actually real book. Okay, this is actually real book. Okay, so I bought the book and I read the book, and then I came to know about this public goal. Right. So so according to my mentor, what makes us rich is not the goal, but the knowledge that we have with gold investment. The knowledge that we have in regards to gold savings or gold investment is what will keep us, which is what will make us rich. Okay. I have a question from my fellow friend Vincent Chong. What make the investment in gold better than keeping your money in the bank for fixed deposit? So again, fixed deposit is a good method. It's a good tool for you to place your hard-earned money. But sometimes for fixed deposit, it's first requires a big capital. You cannot start with 100 ringgit. And then one thing is that, let's say if you fork out that hard-earned money, you park it over there, and let's say for some reason you need the cash urgently. Okay, can you withdraw? Yes, you can, but most probably you have to pay a penalty. Okay, because usually fixed deposit, as the name implies, it's amount of money that you fix, that you park over there for a long period of time. Whereas with gold, which is like the one that I'm proposing, as you accumulate the grams of gold, let's say for some reason you need urgent cash, can you sell temporarily to get quick cash and then attend to your urgent needs? The answer is yes, you can. Okay, so please get in touch with me and I will share with you on how the exact methodologies to get these things done. Okay, so for those of you who just joined, please help me to like this video and also share this video so that more people can also benefit from this session. Okay, so without further ado, let me just share my slide. Okay, so you can see my slide, right? Okay, so I hope you can see my slide, and then let me just start. So before I begin with today's session, let me just be upfront to say that I am not an investment expert. Okay, I'm not a licensed, authorized person to give you investment advice, but I'm just a regular guy trying to make a living. And as I think on how to protect the value of my money in terms of investments, in terms of savings, I came across gold. And then when I gave a try a couple of times using the GAP program and also by using the this and also I bought this gold bars, right? So I gave it a try, and then when I realized that the value of these investments or the value of these savings went up, that's when I get more convinced about this method, and I start spreading this knowledge to my friends and family. Okay, and again, after listening to my talk today, if you have a certain question, or if you have any doubts, please ask me. I'll be happy to share with you my thoughts and also find you more information to help you make a more informed decision. Okay, and then let's go to our next slide. So the next slide shows the agenda for today. So I'm going to talk about, I'm going to give a brief introduction about how did I come across this public goal and how did I get started. And after that, we're going to jump into the criterias. Okay, so today we're going to go through 3 important criterias. And along the way, if you have questions, please just type in the comment section below and I'll be able to address them. All right. So let's go to the next slide. Okay, so like I said earlier, I got to know about this public goal from 2 books. The first book, which I showed just now, and I also have another book. Okay, I hope you can see this book. It's called Misi Bebas Hutang. Misi Bebas Hutang, if I can translate in English, it means a mission to alleviate debt. Okay, so again, it's written by my gold mentor. So this is the first book I read. Then I came to know about how you can use gold to protect your savings. And then I got interested. So when I got interested, I bought the second book, which is the Wang Emas. Wang Emas means golden money. Okay, so after I read these 2 books, I was a bit like, are you sure? Is this not a scam? Is it something really works, right? So there's only one way to find out, is by trying it ourselves. So I started the GAP program, which is the gold accumulation program, where you can start with only 100 ringgit. And at the same time, I also bought a gold bar like this. Okay, and the gold bar is really genuine lah. Okay, so you can see the features over here, right? And then if you notice that this gold bar has a Post Malaysia logo. Okay, so which again makes me question that if Public Gold is not a legitimate company, how come a government agency like Post Malaysia can work with Public Gold and produce this kind of gold bars, right? So this further strengthens the credibility of Public Gold in this respect. Okay, and then once I started this, either the GAP program and also the gold bar, and then as I see the appreciation of the gold price over the time, I became excited because I realized that the money that I spent to buy all these golds apparently has appreciated. Okay, so when the amount that I spent appreciate, in other words, my savings have been protected thanks to gold. Do you see the idea here? Remember earlier I was talking about how the value of money drops and also how the gold price goes up. Through this method, I'm able to merge this both. Okay, and that's when I decided to do this more actively, to spread this knowledge to my friends and families. I look using the current technology where we have YouTube, we have Telegram, we have Facebook. I decided to just give it a try and try to spread this knowledge. Okay, and with that said, let's get into the first criteria. Okay, so the first criteria is none other than reputation of company or the platform. Okay, so no matter how great goal is, but this is the reason why people are very skeptical, because earlier in 2014, in 2012, 2014, around that era, there were so many get rich quick schemes using gold as the tool. Okay, so the fact that when I come forward talking about gold to people, people are a bit skeptical. I totally understand, and here is where we need to do the due diligence, like I mentioned earlier. So what are the things that you should look for? Okay, so in terms of finding the reputation of company or platform, we must first know what is the track record of the company. Okay, what is the track record of the company? Who are the founders? Are there any legal issues that the company is facing and they are currently fighting over, or things like that? And are they recognized by authority? Right? Are they recognized by authority? These are just some of the questions that you should look for when you do your due diligence in finding out about a particular company or platform. Okay, so you might, at this stage you must be thinking, so Naresh, okay, you talk about this reputation where you have to know the track record, you have to understand the founders, you have to know the legal issues. How about Public Gold? Have you done your due diligence in terms of finding this information with regards to Public Gold? So, well, for people who know me, you know the answer is yes, I have done my due diligence. And actually, to summarize those answers is when I actually did a YouTube video. Okay, I highly suggest you to go to the YouTube channel under the same name, Diversify with Gold. There is a video which I gave a title, Is Public Gold a Scam? Okay, because when I first found out about Public Gold after reading these two books, right, I was still skeptical. I started searching information, and one of the few things that I did was, is Public Gold a scam? Okay, I started finding the negative information, Public Gold cheating people, for example, because usually the bad information will appear fast, will appear easily. Okay, but so far I haven't come across any bad news regarding Public Gold, except in the year 2012. At the time, because of the get rich quick scheme using gold, there were so many companies out there, and the Bank Negara Malaysia at that time, which is the Central Bank of Malaysia, like I mentioned earlier, right? They decided to protect the investors and the public by putting these companies in under the alert list. Okay, so the company which you are going to invest, you have to make sure that this company is not part of the Bank Negara Malaysia alert list. Okay, if they are not part of the alert list, then it's worth pursuing further. And at that time, Public Gold was listed in the alert list, because at that time, Bank Negara Malaysia decided to put every company that uses gold as their tool under this alert list. Okay, but at that time, Public Gold, they didn't just sit back and say, oh, I'm not going to do anything, right? But rather what they did was that they went one step further, where they went and spoke to the authorities of the central bank. They explained about their business model, how do they earn money and stuff like that, how they actually have the physical gold where everybody purchased that gold. So, and then the central bank becomes convinced, and then now if you check under the Bank Negara Malaysia alert list, public gold is not part of that anymore. Okay, so they are doing something in order to protect the credibility of public gold. And apart from that, this company is established since 2008, and like I mentioned earlier, they also have collaboration with Post Malaysia, as you can see in the gold bar here. Okay, and they are also recognized by LBMA. Okay, can I show my LBMA? Okay, yes, I think I can show. Let me just enlarge my screen. Okay, in terms of LBMA, I'm not sure whether you can read or not. If you can read over here, right, there is this LBMA logo. Okay, LBMA logo simply means that this gold is recognized worldwide. I can bring this gold to Turkey and I can sell it there, and I can get their cash. Okay, so meaning this is an international money. Okay, so that is the next one. Okay, and then apart from that, they are also Ahrano friendly. This is what I mean by remember earlier my good friend was asking about how you can ask how we can my good friend just now was asking about the fixed deposit, right? And how I responded by saying that you can use your gold bar to get quick cash. Okay, so when you get to in order to get the quick cash using your gold bar, our Random institution is where you can do it, simply because they gave you a higher rate. At the same time, their fees is low. Okay, and so the technical on how to do this, I think I will share in a separate video. But can you do it? Okay, that is the question, right? The question now is, can you use these gold bars to do this? The answer is yes, you can. And they are also Sharia compliant. Sharia compliance simply means there are so many criteria involving in Sharia compliance. First of all, I'm not a Sharia expert, but what I understand is that one of the component is that when the transaction is about buying and selling of gold, you need to have that gold in order to complete the transaction. So here in this case, when you look at all these gold bars, right, all these gold bars, all these gold coins, does public gold have that does the public gold have that gold items in order to complete the transaction? The answer is yes, they do have. Okay, and they also collaborate with Aurora Italia, which is the if you know the Swarovski. Okay, Swarovski is the usually the for decoration purposes, for jewelry. I'm not a jewelry person lah, so I'm not really that familiar. But nevertheless, Public Gold also collaborated with Aurora Italia to produce their own version of Swarovski products. Okay, and they also have e-commerce platform under the name of PG Mall. Even now, if you just Google pgmall.com.my, you will come to an e-commerce platform which is very similar to how you would find Shopee, Lazada, AliExpress, right? And the benefit of shopping using PG Mall is that you can get cashback. Yes, you heard me right. Even without becoming a member, you just register an account using your Facebook account or email, right? You whatever purchase that you make through this platform, you will get cashback. Okay, so I think in whole the world, the only platform that gives you cashback just because you shop using this platform, I think PG Mall is the first one. In AliExpress or other platforms, maybe the particular vendor will give you the discount code, right? But the platform itself, they don't give you any perks or they don't give you any benefits like cashback or whatsoever. But in PG Mall, yes, you can. You will get cashback. Okay, and they also have a gold museum in Penang. Okay, I haven't got the chance to visit this institute in this museum yet. My initial plan was to go to the HQ and meet Datuk directly. Okay, the person who runs this Public Gold, his name is Datuk Wira Louis Ng. I thought of visiting the HQ and also meeting Datuk directly, right? But then because of the current COVID situation and all that, we are not allowed to do so. But then in future, definitely I will go. Okay, so these are just some of the things that I mentioned in this video. So for further information, please visit my YouTube channel and watch this video. Okay, and if you have any questions after watching this video, please let me know. I'll be able to answer your queries. Okay, so this is with regards to the first criteria in terms of finding the reputation of the company or platform, right? And then let me see, is there any questions? Okay, no questions. Okay, let me move on to the next one. Okay, let's look into the second criteria, which is the lowest price per gram. Okay, because I'm sure this is something that all of us want to do, right? We want to invest in something, and if we can pay less, it's much better. Okay, so I totally understand that if we can pay less in order to get something, meaning the potential of profit is better, meaning the percentage of profit is higher, right? Which is true. Okay, so before we come to that, lowest price per gram concept, we need to ask ourselves a couple of questions. What kind of goal that you want to protect, or what kind of goal that you want to use to protect your hard-earned money? Are we interested in using physical gold, or are we interested in using paper gold? You have to understand the risk and reward using these two platforms. If you ask my opinion, okay, I have personal experience using paper gold, not paper gold, actually paper silver lah. It's actually from a banking institution. I first started this journey in the precious metals with silver actually. So those who are close to me, they know that I used to buy silver coins, right? I used to show them my silver coins and all that, but only then I started diversifying using gold. So during that time when I started the paper silver account, what I noticed is that first I need to go to the institution within office hour, and then usually before I go there I will check the price. Okay, let's say today I will check the price of the banking institution. I will see, okay, 100, for example, let's say for 100 gram of silver I need to pay 300 ringgit, for example. So I will prepare 300 ringgit, and then I go to the place. I will take my queue number, and then I wait for my turn. Okay, and then when my turn arrives, and then when I go to the counter, I will ask them, excuse me madam, I want to buy 100 gram of silver. I have 300 ringgit, so can you help me to complete the transaction? And then they say, they'll check, and then they say, oh sorry Mr. Naresh, the gold price, the silver price has shot up. Now 100 gram is 350 ringgit, right? So the transparency is not there. So that's the experience that I faced, not once but a couple of times. Okay, a couple of times. So because I took the trouble to go to the institution, I took the queue number, I cannot say, okay, never mind, I don't want. All right, I can, but then the effort or the time that I spent all this time, throughout this session will go to waste. So what I did, I just buy, instead of buying 100 grams, maybe I would buy 80 grams, right? So this is the risk and reward that you have to consider. Whereas in terms of physical gold, okay, so now when I buy this physical gold, right, when I buy this physical gold, I can keep it with me, and if something happens to public gold, for example, let's say for some very weird reason public gold goes bankrupt, okay, do I need to worry? No, because I already have this gold bar with me. Okay, how about the banking institution that I went earlier on? I've already spent time going during office hour, and then I took the queue number, and then I did the transaction. And then if something happens to that banking institution, all my investments will become worthless. So if you are okay with that risk, then go ahead. Okay, me personally, I think I'm not interested in that kind of risk. I would rather have this physical gold with me, because I know in the long run I can do something about it. Okay, so that is one question that you need to ask. Second, what are the costs involved to start? Okay, so like I mentioned, in public gold, the cost to start is only 100 ringgit. Okay, and if you look at other institutions out there or other platforms out there, some may charge even lower. Okay, some charge even lower, but then you have to understand what are the costs involved. Do they charge annual fee? Do they charge any stamp duty fee? Do they charge any sales charge? Okay, these are the costs that you have to bear in mind, because all this will eat away your profits, right? Because according to your budget, you're going to allocate for this purpose. You want to make sure that this allocation is maximized in the form of gold. Okay, and apart from that, let's say you have done your calculation and then you keep in the account. Next thing, when you want to withdraw this gold, what are the fees involved, right? What are the extra fees that you have to pay? Because as far recently, I was chatting with a good friend of mine. He said that there is this platform where you can start investing, or you can start saving even less than 100 ringgit. So I said, great job. Okay, then my next question was, are they backed by physical gold? Then he said yes. Okay, and then how about annual fee? Then he said, yeah, there is a 2% annual fee which they charge in the form of gram. Okay, so think about it. So this platform, they charge lower price per gram. Okay, so meaning when you transfer 100 ringgit, you get more grams. Correct? When that platform charges lower price per gram, and then you transfer 100 ringgit into that platform, you get more grams, right? But then the more grams you have, when the platform charges 2% annual fee, do you think your grams of gold will increase? No, your grams of gold are decreasing. Okay, so, but I think that friend of mine, I think he's okay with that. Okay, looks like he's okay with that. So but I gave him these thoughts. Okay, I told him that these are the things that you have to bear in mind. If you're okay with this risk, then go ahead. Okay, if you're okay with this risk, then please go ahead, because end of the day, all I'm trying to do is to help all of us to protect our hard-earned money. Okay, if that friend is okay to do that, then no problem. So these are and this is not including the cost to withdraw. I did my further reading regarding this particular platform, and I realized that in order to withdraw 1 gram of gold from this platform, the cost that you need to pay is as if you are spending for 1.9 gram. Okay, let's say for example, 1 gram of gold is 500 ringgit. Okay, you slowly you accumulate in that platform, and then at one point you decided to withdraw. Okay, you want to withdraw 1 gram of gold, which is worth 500 ringgit. But then the amount of money that you have to spend in order to do that is about 1.9 gram, which is about 900 ringgit. Okay, so these are the things that you have to consider before you jump into a particular platform or a particular company. Okay, and the gold price, which they use to dictate the gold price in their platform, is it based on spot price? So spot price is basically the price of gold currently based on the world market. Okay, public gold refreshes or revises the gold price for GAP, especially the GAP, Gold Accumulation Program, on daily basis. So every day when you log into, when you go to the publicgold.com.my, you will see the GAP price. Okay, and there are also other products like the 10-gram gold bar, like this, right? Like the 10-gram gold bar, they have 20 gram, 50 gram. So the other platform, the other products, the price of these products are revised every 20 minutes, depending on the world gold price, which is the spot price. Okay, so what do I mean by that? Let me just show you my next slide. So this is how the public gold website looks like, which you can always Google publicgold.com.my, and you will be brought to this page. And then if you look, this is taken today, this morning. I took the screenshot today, and if you look at the on the top left, okay, you can see the date, and then you can see the time that I've taken the screenshot. You can see that 100 ringgit is equivalent to a particular gram of gold, and then just below it you will see that the price of 1 gram of gold is 250. Okay, but this is not what I want to show you. Actually, I want to show you towards the right side of the graph, where you can see a flat line. Okay, the reason why the graph is flat line is because of the Good Friday holiday that US is currently enjoying. And so usually over the weekend also, it's a long weekend, therefore there is no buying and selling taking place, therefore the price is rather flat. Okay, so that is why it's a flat line. But what I'm trying to show here is that the price offered in the website of Public Gold is based on the spot price, as you can see over here. So perhaps on Monday, when the market opens, you can just take a look. You can just take a look every 20 minutes, and you will see that the price on this graph will keep changing. And as the price of this graph changes, you can see more. You can see the changes in price of the 10 gram, 20 gram, 50 gram items. Okay, so please contact me, and I will share with you more what do I mean by this. Okay, but if you ask me, did I do my own checking with Public Gold? The answer is yes, I have done so. Okay, that is the second criteria which I'm going to share with you. So the first one we saw is the reputation of the company. Second, we saw is the lowest price per gram. So lowest price per gram is depending on whether you want to choose physical gold versus paper gold, or you are looking at the cost involved in order to start the program, okay, and also the cost involved in withdrawing that gold bar, and also to check whether the gold price which they offer, do they follow the world gold market price, which is the spot price. These are the few questions that you should ask yourself. Or let's say if you're already subscribed to a particular platform, ask them these questions. Hopefully they will give you a better clarification in that sense. Okay, that is the first two criteria. And the third criteria which I'm going to go through today is the presence of unlimited stock. Okay, because there are other platforms out there where perhaps they show you a lower price, okay, but then when you want to go and buy, they will immediately tell you that there is no stock. Okay, when the price is low, do you think that the institution is motivated to sell you the gold bars? No, they will actually get more profit when the price of gold is higher and then they sell to you. Do you get the idea? So even if they have the stocks, they can easily say that they don't have stocks. Okay, but with public gold, that was never the case. Whether the price is 100 ringgit per gram or 300 ringgit per gram, they will always deliver the products as per your interest, as per your request, simply because all transaction that you make with public gold is Sharia compliant, which means every transaction has a physical gold behind the scene. Okay, and not only the stocks are always available for you to buy, you can also use it to purchase using the outright purchase or even the installment purchase. Okay, I'm not sure other platform do they offer this kind of plans, but with public gold you can buy gold items either outright. Let's say if you have the let's say you've been saving money, let's say for example 10-gram gold bar today is about 2,500 ringgit. Okay, it's like this, right? This is about 2,500 ringgit. I bought it for 1,800 ringgit at the end of 2018. I bought this gold bar for 1,800 ringgit. So today if I sell to other people, I will sell about 2,500 ringgit. Do you think I lost money in this transaction? No. Okay, but that is not what my point here. But let's say if you look at this gold bar, right? You have the cash you want to buy. Okay, you can always make the book. You can book this item through online using the website as I showed earlier. You can book the item there, and then you can make the payment, and the collection is always available for you. Okay, and apart from that, let's say you like the product. Okay, you like the product, but then you don't have the capital. You don't have the 2,500 ringgit, for example. Don't worry, because in public gold you have the installment plan where you can pay up to 10 times. So for 2,500 ringgit worth of gold bar, you have to pay 250 per month. So after 10 months, after you finish completing this payment, you can go to the branch and collect the item. Okay, and so what happened along the, let's say along these time points, let's say if the price shoot up, am I going to pay more? Okay, the answer is no. Okay, because when you which is again another rule of Sharia compliance, that when you place the booking, right, that is considered the official transaction between the willing buyer and willing seller. Okay, so public gold will honor the price which you make uh, during the placement of order. Do you get what I mean? So you buy today when the price is low, but then you will keep paying as if the price is low. Let's say, for example, like I said, today is 250 per gram. So 10 gram of gold is worth 2,500 ringgit. So you will make only 250 ringgit payment for the next 10 months. So after 10 months, you can go to the branch and collect the item. Or currently, we also have this service where we can deliver to your home. We can deliver the gold bar to your home covered with insurance. Okay, which means that let's say you save your money little by little, and then you convert into gold bar, and then you decide to withdraw the gold bar by requesting the delivery service. And during delivery, let's say for some reason you lost that gold bar. Okay, public gold will return a brand new gold bar to you. Okay, they will cover back the cost. They will give you back a brand new gold bar, and you don't have to pay anything. Okay, so that's how credible public gold is in this respect. Okay, so because you can book these products online, there is no need for you to go to the institution and take the queue number whatsoever, like what I faced previously. Okay, I'm sure there are other platforms out there who also have integrated the online booking system, but I also understand there are some which also have the timing. Okay, so after a certain timing you cannot make any transaction, whereas for Public Gold is 24/7. Even today, okay, even today if you want to buy, if you want to start with 100 ringgit, right, you can do that. Okay, but with other institution, I'm not sure whether are they ready to accept your application or not. Okay, so that's how accessible Public Gold is, on how easy the Public Gold is, on how user friendly Public Gold is. Okay, so here, because you can do the online transaction, you can book the products online. So whenever there is a sudden drop in the gold price, like recently I did a post where today the gold price is 250 per gram, right? Just few days back, okay, just few days back the price of gold was 243 ringgit per gram. I quickly told my clients, I told them, dear fellow gold savers, gold investors, today the price has dropped, therefore presenting us as opportunity. Okay, when the gold price drop, it serves as opportunity for us. So I'm sure a lot of them top up their Gap account. I did, right? So during that time, let's say if you want to take advantage of the price volatility and book a bigger gold bar like this, right, you can always do so. Okay, so let's say at that day, on that day when the gold price was 243 per gram, so 10 gram is about 2,430, correct? And then you make the booking online. You make the booking online, whether you want to pay outright, you want to pay lump sum, or you use the installment purchase, right? So you will continue making the payment 243 per month if you choose the installment, or you pay lump sum 2,430. Okay, today if you want to sell, what is the price of the gold bar today? 2,500 ringgit. Do you see how you can take advantage of the volatility? This can be done with Public Gold. Okay, so you need to check whether can you do this in your platform or not. If you can do this in your platform, then okay, no problem. But if you cannot do it in that platform, then something that you can consider, right? So that is what I mean by the third criteria over here, by having unlimited stock, where the stocks are always available, and you are allowed to purchase either outright by paying lump sum or by using the installment plan. The booking can be done online 24/7. Okay, even on weekends also you can make booking. You can start the 100 ringgit plan, right? And you can also, and because of these features, you can take advantage of the price volatility using the real life example I mentioned to you just now. Okay, so to share with you my own experience, right? Actually, I'm supposed to collect a gold bar from the Public Gold. Okay, I supposed to collect from them last year, 2020 April. I finished my installment plan in 2020 April. So I contacted the branch saying that, hey, I'm coming over to KL, I'm coming over to Ampang, I want to collect the gold bar, right? So they said, okay, no problem. And then suddenly border closed between Malaysia and Singapore. So I cannot cross the border now. So during my recent communication with the branch manager, he said, Dr. Naresh, don't worry, just let me know when is your next trip to KL. I will make sure that the stock is available for you. Okay, so here I'm supposed to receive my gold bar, but I haven't got it in my hand yet. Okay, and the mistake is not the and the mistake is not from the Public Gold side. It's rather it's also not my problem, my mistake also, like, because suddenly they crossed the border, right? But nevertheless, I haven't gone there. I did not go to the Public Gold branch to collect the bar, right? So that's what I mean by that's how friendly they are. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. That's how friendly they are, how they are able to accommodate to your needs. Okay, you can, it's always arrangeable. Okay, you just contact the branch admin, right? They will always help you. Okay, I've never come across any hiccups whatsoever with them. Even when my clients face some problems, I will contact to the admin on their behalf, on my client's behalf, and so far no issue. So far no issue. And recently, my client wanted to open an account, and then they managed to register the account, but suddenly they couldn't proceed to the next step, right? So I told my client, okay, it's okay. You just make the transfer, you make the fund transfer, and then you give me the transaction details. I will contact the admin and update. So that's exactly what I did, and now my client able to access in her portal. All right. So that is how friendly and how accessible Public Gold is, right? So here, these are the first three criterias, and then namely we looked at first reputation of company. Second, we looked at uh, the lowest price per gram, and third, unlimited stock. You must make sure that the institution or the platform you choose, when you want to withdraw the gold bar, the stock is available. Okay, so the reason why I bring this up, because there are so many platforms out there, they offer lower price, but when you want to withdraw, they say no stock. Okay, so it's not fair, right? Okay, they offer you this platform where you can convert your hard-earned money into gold, but then when you want to withdraw the gold, suddenly they say it's not available, out of stock, you have to wait, and things like that. But with public gold, that was never the case, right? So with that said, that brings me to the end of my session today. I have another three more criteria actually. Okay, so if you see, even the first three criteria is almost 45 minutes. So that's why I didn't want to cram all six together. Perhaps we'll take a look at the first three important ones, digest this, sleep on this information, think about it, ask me questions. Okay, I'm always available. I'm always available for your questions. Some of you who are already who are still 50-50, right? So Naresh, how is it okay or not? Please contact me. I will always share my thoughts, and I can help you to start this journey. But for some of you who think, okay, Naresh, I think I want to start with 100 ringgit. 100 ringgit, I think is something that I'm willing to start first. Please do so. Basically, what you're doing, you're just converting your cash money into gold money. Okay, basically you're just converting your cash money into gold money. So this gold money now worth 2,500 ringgit, my fellow friends. Okay, so after I see this kind of appreciation, I feel that this is something that I should share to more people. Okay, so I hope you find this session useful. Please ask me questions. Let me just see, is there any questions or not? If let me just so maybe in the meantime I can just give you a virtual tour of my gold bars, right, while waiting for some questions. Okay, so this is my gold bar. Okay, if you can see the Post Malaysia logo, can you see let me just see, you can see 10 gram fine gold 999.9 purity, and you can see there is a serial number also. Okay, so we are investing in 999 quality gold bars, not gold jewelries which are 916. A lot of my friends, they say, oh, I also invest in gold items, so I get excited, right? I say, wow, that's great. What exactly do you invest? I buy gold jewelries. Then I was like, alamak, okay. I tell them that, do you know the do's and don'ts? Do you know the risk and reward of using jewelry for investment? Then they will give me a look that they don't know, right? So then I will tell them, actually jewelry has or jewelry will have high spread value. Jewelry, when you buy back, they can reject. Okay, they can reject your items. So there are so many risks involved, lah. So I think I will tell this in my next session. I have a question here from Mr. Yuvaraja. Hi, will all type of gram will be in card form? Okay, then can I just show this? I think I can show this. Okay. Actually, I didn't realize this feature. I'm still learning on how to use StreamYard. So please forgive me to the question earlier, Mr. Vincent Chong. Right. So the answer is, will all type of gram will be in card form. You can choose either. They can choose either the card form like this, depending on the exact item lah. So they are in gold bar and also gold coin like this. Certain gold bars card, the card comes separately. Okay, certain gold bars, the card is attached like this. Okay, and so it depends on what product exactly you are choosing. So if I remember correctly, the current so for example, you can have, this is a 1 gram gold bar. Okay, this is a 1 gram gold bar, and this is actually a rooster year edition. Okay, so this is a 1 gram which is available for withdrawal, which is available on the card form. So let's say if you have the grams of gold in the Gap account, you just go to My Gap, and if you choose the GIT withdrawal, you can see what are the products which are already in the card format that you can withdraw. You can take a look at that features. If you have more questions, you can ask me. I'll be able to guide you along. So not all. So the certificate will come. Some will come attached, some will come separately. Okay, so that is the answer to your question. Will all type of gram will be in card form? The answer is some can come attached, some will come separate. Okay, depending on the item, right? So I hope I answered this question. And so yeah, I just showed you my 10-gram gold bar, and then this is the dinar. This is a half dinar, they call it. Okay, you can see, can you see the wordings, half dinar? All right, I hope you can see half dinar, right? So let me just show you the behind portion. This is a gold certificate. So you can see it's written clearly that, you can see clearly that it's written 2.125 gram, and then you can see the dimension, and then it's, you can see, I'm sorry because you cannot see these wordings lah. Okay, you can just Google this. You can find this information at the website, or if you contact me, I can just take a closer picture, then I can show to you lah. Okay, and then of course the third one is this one, which is the gold bar. Okay, let me see whether can I show another one. I have another one. Okay, this is another gold bar. This is a 0.5 gram. Okay, this is actually a wealth card, they call it. So once I become an agent of Public Gold, they get me this card, and then it comes with a 0.5 gram of gold. Okay, all right. So this one also, yeah, this one looks clearer, right? Nadir, you can see Nadir Metal Refinery. All right. So when I say that I experimented, I really did experiment, right? I tried the GAP program, I bought the gold products, and then once I see the appreciation of the gold price, and also at the same time my savings is protected, I decided to share this knowledge to more people. Okay, and with the recent news of the Bank Negara governor that is going to spike the inflation, they call it temporary. Okay, but let me tell you one more thing. In the year 1971, President Richard Nixon, he wanted a lot of money to fund his war. So he decided to detach the relationship between US dollar and gold. In 1971, he said this measure is temporary. Okay, so in 1971, he detached the relationship between US dollar and gold. Until today, it's still detached. So after more than 30 years, is it still temporary measure, guys? Okay, so that's how it all starts lah. That's what I'm trying to say. So instead of us depending on them to do something about it, we have to do something about it. We cannot control inflation, but we can control our reaction, right? So with that said, let me see, is there any other? Okay, thank you for the clarification, no problem. Thank you for joining me today. With that said, thank you so much. I will see you again in the next session. And if you have questions, you can always ask me. I'll be able to guide you along. And though I'm sitting here alone talking to you guys, but actually behind me, we have a huge network, right? If you see on my right side, there is my gold mentor, Tuan Zulkifli. He's smiling at you now, okay? And in my left side, you can see a banner written G100. That is the network which I am part of, okay? So again, even though I'm sitting here alone, but behind me, we have a huge team. Okay, so the question is, are you going to be part of us? Are you going to start protecting your hard-earned money with gold? Okay, if you have other tools to protect your hard-earned money, think about it. Okay, look at all this risk and reward to see whether is there a way where you can allocate your savings to the bank. Keeping your cash in the bank may not be a good idea because it's going to be eaten away by inflation. Okay, so how do you protect your hard-earned money from inflation? Is by converting into asset that will appreciate over time. And here, to find an asset where you can start with 100 ringgit backed by physical gold, the answer is gold. Okay, I chose gold. Okay, so I hope you find this session useful. I will see you again next week with the continuation of this criteria in order to find the ideal provider for your gold savings journey. And until we see next time, stay safe, take care, bye-bye.